In the last two parts, we understood that the mighty praiseworthy Sanatana, the ancient, includes three souls: Bhagavan, Vivaswan, the Agni, Adam, Arjuna, metaphorized with sun, and Manu, the Krishna Chandra, the crescent moon, are the two highest personalities of the twin halves time cycle, called Yuga in Sanskrit, metaphorized with day, night. During this Mahata Kala, the night, Yoga is lost, vanished here at the peak of Kali, end of the Iron Age. The time supreme arrives, marking the dawn to teach Yoga to Arjuna, the one permanently existing personality in the wheel of time. Yet in this verse, Bhagavan says, I am the brilliance of Agni, Vivaswan the sun, and Manu, Chandrama, the moon. Let us move to the first step of understanding yoga, said to be the most elevated secret known to the Supreme alone. Yoga from root yuj and yuj from root to yu means to yoke. Yoke is this bar that holds the two horses or bulls, the sun and moon, who have become bull intellect, full of vices during the night. The permanently existing matured bull, Arjuna, is directed, guided by the Supreme. Arjuna obliges to Supreme's directions and forces the young bull calf, the unstable, child-minded Krishna Chandra, to move along. Thus, the Supreme attaches, joins together, unites, connects, adds to harness, meaning control and make use of both bulls to till the mental grounds of all dark, ignorant human souls. For doing so, at first, the Supreme Himself joins self, comes into union or conjunction with Arjuna to make him adhere and cleave to himself so as to apply, fit, fix, use, employ, make use of, and to make Arjuna ready, prepare, fit out, arrange, to appoint, institute, and enjoin, meaning declare the actions to be adopted and performed, fasten, infix, inject, to fix the mind, to shoot arrows of sound. In Sanskrit, arrow is called varna, fundamentally meaning sound. To direct, turn, bend the thoughts, to concentrate or fix the mind of Arjuna to obtain union with himself, the universal spirit, to be absorbed or deeply engage in meditation, meaning think, reflect, study his supreme guidance and measures alone, to connect with, thus bringing Arjuna into his own possession, to furnish or endow with, bestow him or upon anyone, grant and confer the power of yoga, the brilliance to him and all. The practical sense of all these meanings can be properly understood through the etymology of the word sakha. Rest of these meanings of yoga pertain to Arjuna, being the only bhakta of the Supreme. Etymology of the word bhakta will be presented in the next part. Sakhi from sa for sam, sama, samana, meaning with, together with, same, similar, having the same equal measure, uniform in goodness and virtue, meaning both Arjuna, the Vivaswan, and Bhagavan are uniform in virtue, dharma. They are uniform, one common form to all, to perceive, look, view, to be known and be named. Sakha or Sakhi from sa and root chi means living together, companion, friend. The English word friend from PIE root pri is from Sanskrit priyaha, meaning beloved. Thus Arjuna is the one, own, dear, beloved of the Supreme, both living together. The fourth meaning of sa or the personal pronoun tad is used for he, she, it, this, that. Here, Arjuna is addressed as Sakha. So this personal pronoun sa or tad is for him. And root 2, kshi, means to abide, to dwell, to reside, to abide in undisturbed, secret residence, together, to pacify. The pacifier is praised as Shankara Rudra. In line with adjective of Arjuna, Parantapa, kshi also means to possess, power, rule, govern. From root to kshi is the word kshetra, the body considered as the field of the indwelling and working of the soul. The body self-indwelling, the Swayambhu, taking birth in the bodily house of his beloved Priya Sakha, Arjuna, both living together in the same bodily residence. The soul, the conscious principle, husband working in Arjuna's corporeal frame or form is Shiva, the Kshetrajna, meaning the knower of this bodily field or chariot, the fertile womb, place of origin, Kala Rudra, whose last birth at the end of Kali is the measure of time for the Kala Jnanin, meaning knower of the Kala Rudra, Shiva, to abide or dwell in. This indwelling and working soul, Shiva, is shown as the third eye in the seat of soul. Arjuna's bodily womb itself is the working field of the indwelling Supreme Soul, Shiva, to declare yoga to Arjuna at dawn. Thus, the Supreme mentions here that many numerous births of you and me together have passed away. Only I know them, you do not. The meaning of consonant sa, together with, includes the Lord of Night, Moon, Krishna Chandra as well, who is binding in this kshetra, the fertile bodily womb, for he has to understand that his night is about to finish. Here are the supporting verses. Sa adibhuta ksharaha bhavaha, meaning together with the Lord of numerous outlook night of degradation of soul, the moon, plus sa adhidaiva, meaning together with the Lord of Devaloka, the divine virtuous outlook heaven, Arjuna, the Purusha, Vishnu, and I, the sa adhiyajna, meaning together with myself, the supreme knower of yoga, Sada Shiva, the ever white, in this bodily womb of Dehabhritam Vara. Adjective of Arjuna, Dehabhritam Vara, means the senior, thus ancient Sanatana, ever existing bodily being, and mentions those who know me, the Supreme Spirit, together with the sun and moon, only are Yukta Chetasa, meaning united with me, thinking of me in my beloved's bodily chariot at dawn. Thus, in this verse, the Supreme says, I am the illumination of Agni and Chandrama. The Krishna Chandra, meaning the Lord of Night, Moon, also called Soma, is the name of monkey chief, called Soma Pavamana in the Vedas, shown as Pavanatmaja in the Gita picture. Thus the Yoga Ved is the name of Kala Jnanin Shiva, meaning knower, conversant with yoga, the most elevated secret. The Sa Adhiyajna, the ever white, in this bodily womb of Dehabhritam Vara. Shiva is called Ayugma or Ayuja, meaning one who does not yoke with anyone to learn yoga. Thus is the one supreme self, the knower of yoga, also called Ayun Netra, symbolically shown as the vertical eye. Netra from root ni, same as the knee of Agni, means the leader who does not exist in pairs, is single. The word Shiva or Sadashiva means ever auspicious, ever happy, ever right, is from a lost root Shvi, means to be white, or root Shwit, means to become white or to make white. Shiva makes both Moon and Arjuna Shweta, whitened. Arjuna from root Arj itself means white, praised as Shweta Vahana, meaning the whitened bodily being who whitens all at dawn. That is when the world is praised as Vishwa, from Vishwi, called universe in English, meaning all turned white to one divine outlook of the Shri Shiva. Thus, now it becomes clear that Shiva, by dwelling in Arjuna's bodily field, yokes him along with Moon, making them adhere and cleave to himself so as to make use to connect with, thus bringing him into his own possession, to furnish or endow with brilliance to him and through him the Vishwa. Let's relook at the words that we analyzed in part 2 but left out certain meanings then. Now, after having known the meaning of the word Sakha, they can be easily understood. The words Prokta Uvacha include the vowel U, said to be the name of Shiva and Brahma. We may now understand that Shiva animates through the bodily chariot of Arjuna, making him Brahma, the Vivaswan, to ask and demand of him to command the soul of young bull calf, Brahma, the crescent moon, abiding in his bodily chariot. Thus, the Sanatana or Adideva, though being singular words, have the three souls included. The word Praha, where the first meaning of Aha is connected with root Naha, meaning the two string together, putting on Arjuna's bodily dress. The word Nabhi or Nabha, from root Naha, the Padmanabha, meaning lotus-naveled, an epithet of Shiva and an epithet of Vishnu, the perfected Arjuna, along with Moon, Soma, the Hanuman. The three together is the nave of time wheel, praised as three-naved wheel, the one bodily form, the center, the focus, the chief point of concentration or meditation, meaning thinking of Shiva, the Supreme, in Arjuna's bodily chariot. And the word Vivaswan, from root 6 vas, means to dwell, inhabit, abide in, same as the meanings of Sakha. One must ask a very important question here. How can Arjuna know that Shiva has abided in his body and is intellectually controlling him inside his own body? Shiva provides his answer through this verse, where Shiva says, being the lone knower and the only measure of excellence, I lay the foundation with authenticated proof of all jnana, for Arjuna to be able to trust my presence in his bodily field at dawn. Supreme says in this verse that the knowledge of the two uniform, identical souls living together in one body is jnana, and I self am the knowledge, the jnana. The origin of the English word knowledge is the Sanskrit jna, and the English word for yoga, meditation, is after having known the jnana from the Supreme at dawn, enables all to act, study the jnana, and think of the one auspicious Supreme dwelling in one and only his equivalent Arjuna, that transforms us black ignorant souls to white. This supreme knowledge is the fact or truth well authenticated by the Supreme at dawn. For all scriptural details, see the video Adam's Religion. In the next part, we shall see the meaning of the word bhakta, an adjective applicable to Arjuna alone, the one Sakha, the beloved of the Supreme.